Welcome back to science class. Thank you for joining me this week. If you joined me last week, we discussed two systems. Can anyone remember the two systems we discussed last week? Yes, last week we discussed the digestive system and the excretory system. Before we begin today's session, we will review what we did last week. Again, my name is Miss Rillieux, and today's presentation is on body systems. So let's start with our do now. If you need to grab your foldable for last week, please do, so that it can aid you in answering your do now questions correctly. Question number 1. Which organ is part of the digestive system? Below, you will see 4 organs. It is your job to identify the organ that is part of the digestive system. Any ideas? Is it the brain? Yes? No, it's not the brain? You think it's the small intestines. Let's see. Great job. The answer is small intestines. Number 2, which part carries food into your stomach? So out of the organs below, which one brings the food into your stomach? Any ideas? The trachea? Well, it is a tube, but does it go to your stomach? No. So this answer is esophagus. Very good. I knew you all were listening to me last week. Number 3, what are the main organs of the excretory system? Remember, the function of the excretory system is to remove waste. So which set of organs below is part of the removing waste process? The lungs and brain and mouth, you think? No, I have no idea. Can someone help me? We think it's this one: kidneys, liver, skin, bladder, rectum, and lungs. You sure? Yes? All right, let's see. Great job. Thank you for the help. Number 4, what is the main function of the excretory system? Now remember, last week we discussed to remember EX. Right? What word did I tell you to remember that starts with EX also, like the excretory system? Yes, exit. Exit starts with EX, and excretory system or excretory starts with EX. So the function of the excretory system is related to the word exit. Right, so that would mean the function of the excretory system is to collect and remove waste. The process by which the body breaks down food so that it can be used for energy. The key here is breaks down food. So out of these 4 words, which one means breaks down food? Digestion? Let's see. Great job. The answer is digestion. You all did awesome. You remembered everything we discussed last week. So let's get into today's presentation. The objective for this week, students will be able to identify the main functions of the systems of the human organism, including the circulatory, respiratory, skeletal, muscular, digestive, excretory, reproductive, integumentary, nervous, and endocrine system. Last week, we discussed the digestive and excretory system. Any ideas what two systems we will discuss this week? This week, we will discuss the skeletal system and the muscular system. So far, we have discussed the circulatory system, which carries nutrients throughout the body, the respiratory system that deals with the exchanges of gases, breathing, the digestive system, which is involved in breaking down food, and the excretory system, which is all about removing waste. So this week, we're going to work on the skeletal and muscular system. The agenda: we're going to complete a body system foldable on the skeletal system and the muscular system. We will then complete the body system T-chart and compare the two systems. After, we will then play Name That System. I'll provide you with a statement or a scenario, and you will tell me, does the statement or the scenario represent the skeletal system or the muscular system? And last but not least, your favorite, we'll end with a Kahoot game to review everything we did today. The materials you will need for today's class include some paper and a pencil. Very simple. Our foldable we're going to create this week is similar to last week. The first thing that you need to do is to fold your paper hamburger style. So just like this over here. And then once you have your paper folded hamburger style, you will then cut one half in half. So similar to what it is over here. So we're just cutting one half in half. We're going to label the top half the skeletal system and the bottom half the muscular system. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to get your foldable created. Again, the first thing you're going to do is fold your paper in half, hamburger style, and then you're going to cut one half in half and label that top half the skeletal system, the bottom half the muscular system. We're down to about 10 more seconds. And we're down to our last 5 seconds. So let's begin. Let's start with the skeletal system. Right here, we see an image of what our skeletal system looks like inside of our body. Our body is made up of many bones. The skeletal system is the structure of our body. Without it, we wouldn't be able to stand or walk. We would be like a pancake. We would just be flopping back and forth. The bones protect all of the organs inside of you. I know most of you are familiar with the skull. What organ does the skull protect? The skull is part of the skeletal system. So what organ does the skull protect? Yes, our skull protects our brain. Let's try one more. We have all heard of our rib cage. So what organ does our rib cage protect? We discussed this organ 2 weeks ago. So what organ does our rib cage protect? Yes, our rib cage protects our lungs. So let's review. The skeletal system is the structure of our body. Without it, we wouldn't be able to stand or walk. Our bones protect the organs inside of us. Let's continue. Let's talk about some major parts of our skeletal system. Our head is made up of 22 bones. Our back is made up of 33 bones. Our ribs are made up of 12 long bones. Our shoulders are bones in the collarbone to the shoulder to give upper body its shape. Our pelvis is our largest bone. And then our legs are at the bottom. So they're right here. So these are some different parts of our skeletal system. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to look at some major parts of our skeletal system, including our head, our ribs, our pelvis. Remember, all of these, they protect us. They protect vital organs that we need to live. Let's move on to the next system, the muscular system. The muscular system is the body's tissue that produces motion. So this is a picture of our muscular system. There are 3 types of muscles: voluntary, involuntary, and cardiac. And give you a couple more seconds to write down the function of our muscular system. It is to produce motion. The major components of our muscular system include muscles in our face, used to make facial expressions like I'm doing right now, smiling. Our arms, the biceps allow us to bring our forearm close to our body. Our abdomen allows us to bend down like I'm doing right now. Our hip allows us to straighten our leg as we're walking or running. Our thigh helps us to run, walk, and jump. And the last one, it's kind of hard to see, our leg. They allow us to move our leg, so the muscles in our leg. So these are just some few muscles in our bodies and the different things that they allow us to move within our body. So facial muscles to move our face so we can smile or cry or be sad. Our abdomen, which allows us to bend and move our waist side to side. Our leg muscles, which allow us to move our leg. And then our thigh muscles, which helps us to run, walk, and jump. I'm going to give you a few seconds to write down a couple muscles and what they help us move within our body. I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds. And we're down to our last 5. So now that we know the different functions of the skeletal system and the muscular system, let's put it together in a T-chart. So on one side, we have our skeletal system, and on the other side, we have our muscular system. So we're just going to move the cards at the bottom to either the skeletal system or to the muscular system. Let's start with number 1. They contract to help our body move. The key here is the word move. So where should we put this card? Should I place this card for skeletal or for muscular? Any ideas? You think muscular. Great job. All right, next card. It supports and gives structure to our body. So am I going to place this card under skeletal or muscular? The key here is structure. Without it, it would look like a pancake. The skeletal system, very good. Okay, got it there. Having a little trouble putting it under the skeletal system, but we were correct. Next one. It is made of bones, cartilage, and ligaments. So should I place this card under the skeletal system or the muscular system? Need a hint? Bones. So are bones part of our skeletal system or our muscular system? They're part of our skeletal system. Very good. I think I got it there. All right. Let's keep going. Anyone see another one that's easy? Oh, protect main organs. You know where that one goes? So does our skeletal system protect our main organs, or does our muscular system protect our main organs? Hint? You need a hint? Oh, think about the ribs and your skull. Are they part of your skeletal system or your muscular system? Any ideas? They're part of the skeletal system. Great job. All right. Next one. The strongest are the heart and the tongue. So are the heart and the tongue part of our skeletal system or part of our muscular system? Yes, the heart and our tongue are both part of our muscular system. We have 3 left. Store calcium inside, we find marrow, like bone marrow. So a hint here would be drinking milk, right? Milk has a lot of calcium inside of it. So do we tell, or do your parents tell you to drink milk for your bones? Or do your parents tell you to drink milk for your muscles? Which one? Does milk help support the skeletal system or the muscular system? Because milk has a lot of calcium in it. Yes, it helps with the skeletal system. Great job. And which means that these last 2, they go under muscular system. So before we move on, let's review. The skeletal system supports and gives structure to our body. It is made out of bones, cartilage, and ligaments. The skeletal system protects main organs and it stores calcium. Remember, drink milk to help your bones. Our muscular system, they contract to help our body move. The strongest are our heart and tongue. Some of them are voluntary and some are involuntary. All that means is some we actually control and some we do not. And last but not least, there are 3 kinds with different jobs. So now that we have completed our T-chart on the skeletal system and the muscular system, let's play Name That System. So question number 1. In athletics, we lift weights regularly so that we stay strong and fit. Does this represent our muscular system or our skeletal system? When you lift weights, are you trying to strengthen your muscles, which are part of your muscular system, or strengthen your bones, which are part of your skeletal system? Any ideas? You are correct. It is our muscular system. Very good. For all my athletes out there. Your little brother broke his foot playing soccer. So kind of play with your foot, kind of like twirl your foot a little bit. What do you think your foot is mostly made up of? Are we talking about the skeletal system here, or are we talking about the muscular system? Yes, if you break something, you're talking about your skeletal system. You broke one of your bones. This system is the inner framework of your body that gives support and structure. There's that key word again. That's one of the ones they want you to remember. Anytime you see the word structure, Are we talking about our skeletal system or our muscular system? Any ideas? Right. Without this system, we would be like a little pancake. So the answer is the skeletal system. Very good. This system is responsible for body movement. Which system is responsible for body movement? Key word here, movement. You are correct. The answer is muscular system. This system is like a building's foundation, walls, floors, and roof. So what system is our foundation of our body? It's like the walls in your house, your floors, your roof. Would we be talking about the skeletal system or the muscular system? This one's a little bit tricky. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about it. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. So is this representing the skeletal system or the muscular system? Yes, this is representing the skeletal system. Great job. So now that we have completed, name that system. As promised, let's play a little Kahoot and review what we have done today. Make sure you keep your notes out. I'm going to sign this in. Is everyone ready to begin? We're all signed in, so let's begin. Again, we are discussing the muscular and the skeletal system. So question number 1, what does the skeletal system do? Does it support and protect the body while giving shape and form? Does it give you strength, help you move, or gives you ability to control your body? Oh no, we got it wrong. Oh, we got it, time's up. We got it right, but the time is up. So yes, we got this one correct. I'm sorry that I let the time run out, but we are correct. The skeletal system supports and protects the body while giving it shape and form. Very good. Next time, I'll do it on time, I promise. Number 2. What does the muscular system do? Holds up your body, helps you digest food, helps you breathe, allows you to move. So look at your photable. We have 10 seconds. Which one of these represents the function of the muscular system? Allow to move, are you sure? Yeah. We are correct again, but I don't know, the time is really fast, and so I missed it, but we are correct. The muscular system allows you to move. All right, I promise I'm going to be on time. Number 3, what body system is this? So is this a picture of our muscular system, our endocrine system, our skeletal system, or our digestive system? Anyone have any ideas? We only have 18 seconds left. You think it's the muscular system? Are you sure? No, you think it's the skeletal system? I think it's the skeletal system too. Very good. This is our third question correct, but at least this time I got it in on time. Yes, we finally got our points that we deserved. Number 4, skeletal system includes what? Does it include the mouth, the stomach, and the esophagus? Or does it include the bones, ligaments, tendons, and joints? Or the hypothalamus, the thyroid? Oh, bones. Okay, let me click it. Yes, you're right. The skeletal system includes our bones. Very good. We're on a streak. Even though Kahoot, they're not aware that we have answered all the questions correctly, I know that we have answered every single question correctly today, and I am proud of you all. We're down to 2 more questions. Let's see if we can keep our streak up. Which one is part of the muscular system? The brain, alpha males, your bones, or smooth muscles? So which one is part of the muscular system? Any ideas? We know? Smooth muscle? We're correct. I just, again, missed it. I wanted to make sure. I'm so confused. Like sometimes I want to make sure that we get it right, and then it takes me a little bit longer to get there. But again, you all are correct, and smooth muscles was the correct answer. Very good. And so I think we're down to our last question. What body system is this? Let's see if we can go 6 for 6. Is this the cardiovascular system, muscular system, endocrine system? Any ideas? We have plenty of time, so I promise I'll get this one in on time. We think it's the cardiovascular system? Are you sure? No, you think it's the muscular system? Let me see. Let me hurry. Great job. It is the muscular system. Today, we earned 6 out of 6. Great job. Awesome. I am so proud of each and one of you for working hard today. So before we end today's session, let's review what we discussed in our presentation. The first thing we discussed involved the skeletal system. We learned today that the skeletal system is the structure of our body. And without the skeletal system, we would not be able to stand or walk. We would be like a little pancake, just flopping around. Our bones, they protect the organs inside of us. For example, like our skull, which protects our brain, and our ribs, which protect our lungs. The next system we discussed was the muscular system. The muscular system helps our body move. It produces motion. We also discussed some muscles of our body, including our facial muscles, which help us to smile, our abdomen, which helps us to bend down, and our thigh muscles, which help us to run, walk, and jump. That is everything that I have for you today. Again, our objective was students will be able to identify the main functions of the systems of the human organism. Today, we focused on the skeletal system and the muscular system. Next week, same time, same place. My name is Miss Rillieux, and thank you for joining me this week. Bye-bye, and have a great week.